We're about to start a new series, a new 3-week series, really 4, and if we really look at it, 5, because it really started last week. Because when I take on a new book or a new study or a new understanding of this thing I think I know, right? I find I jump into the well, right? I jump in and I swim and I struggle and I wrestle with it, and you get to go along with me. But a couple weeks ago, about a month ago, I went to a retreat at Unity Village in Missouri and started studying the work of Byron Katie. And I know she's been around for a while and this book is nothing new, right? Right? But somehow in my spiritual studies, I've managed to keep it on the shelf and never read it. Ever do that? Right? Somebody give you one of those books, oh, you should read this, right? And just like, oh, and then you do that thing, maybe it's just me, but I doubt it, because I don't think there's any original thoughts, right? I think we're all thinking the same things, but anyway, I always say, well, I know that. I know that, I got that. I've already done that. But the truth is, we have already done that, and done that, and done that, and it has got us where we are. As I was listening to the leader of this workshop, she said, if we keep going in the direction we're going, we'll end up where we're headed. And where are you heading? What's going on in your life? Are you living your life in pain? Are you living your life in torment? Are you living your life in regret? Or are you living your life in peace? Right? Are you living your life in joy? Because the choice is yours. Can you hear that? The choice to live your life in peace is yours. Doesn't matter what anyone else says or does. As Lamont just sang, if I tell you that I don't like you, if I'm over you, only if you believe it, only if you believe it, does it have any power. Does it have any way to change you? So do you want to live your life in peace? Right? We sing it every week here. Right? We sing, let there be peace on earth. It's our closing song. Probably since this congregation was started 95 years ago, a group of people have gotten together and saying, let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. And yet, has the world shifted? Has your world shifted since you started singing that song? And if there's still not peace in your world, whose fault is that? If there's still not peace on the planet, whose fault is that? The uncomfortable answer, of course, is that it's ours. But is that true? Is that true? When you hear this phrase, loving what is, what does it bring up for you?
Acceptance.
Acceptance? And what does acceptance mean? You can answer out loud.
Non-resistance.
Non-resistance. We talked about this last week, the law of non-resistance, right? Loving what is. Does that mean you become a doormat? Oh, that's just the way life is. That's just the way they are. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Right? Remember that phrase? It's just the way the cookie crumbles. Is that loving what is? No, what's the difference? The energy behind it, right? The feeling, the emotion behind it. When I hear loving what is, it's like, really? Can I love what is? I witnessed myself and all of us this morning. We sang our favorite song, one of our favorites, right? Ben is here today to lead us in I Release. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. Except if I've got back pain. Right? Oh, I release and I let go, except if I get a diagnosis that I don't like. I release and I let go, except if you do that thing you always do. And then I'm having none of it and you've got to stop. I release and I let go and I let Spirit run my life as long as you do what you're supposed to do the way I think you're supposed to do it. How is that releasing and letting go in any way, shape, or form? It's not. Right? And we give lip service to it every Sunday, and Michael plays a real jaunty beat, and we go, I release and let go. Spirit's in charge, as long as it's going my way. And then it's not in divine order. I do it. I do it. Lamont will tell you I do that. In an instant. If I don't agree with the way he's being that morning, I'm like, that's not the way this script is supposed to go in my head. And does he have the right to have his own experience? Of course he does. And does he have the right to make his own choices in life? Of course he does. But not in my script, in my head, in my way of thinking. So if I'm going to love what is, how do I do that? How do I shift from the pain of, I don't like that diagnosis. I don't like that outcome. I don't like what you just said to me. I don't like what you just did. I don't like that there's war raging on the planet right now. I don't like that we have to collect, or we get to collect, presents and teddy bears for foster kids that are going to be removed from their homes. I don't like it. But can I accept it? Can I radically accept it? And can I radically accept that I am in the midst of it? That I have created this thing that I think I don't like? Right? So where am I in this? And it's my question as I struggle with this teaching and what this is. Where are we all in this? If our thoughts create, our third principle, our thoughts create our lives. If our thoughts really create our life, is that true? Our thoughts create our life. I mean, it's a serious question. We put it up there on the bulletin board or on the PowerPoint, and we say it's our third unity principle, that our thoughts create our lives. And we also teach that everything in our life, everything that is going on in your individual life, your finances, your checkbook, your health, your situation, is a reflection of your thoughts. So look around at your life and know what you're thinking. Look around at your life and know what you believe. So look around at your life and see your BS. Somebody should do that. They should be more loving. They should be peaceful. They should answer the question when I ask them. They should have given me that job. They should have been paying more attention rather than texting on their phone while they were driving. They should not have cut me off in traffic. So when we look at our belief system, our BS, when we look at our belief system, we get to realize, am I living in pain? Am I choosing to live in pain, or am I choosing to live in peace? If I think you should do something that you're not doing, I'm living in my own pain. Because guess what? You're not doing it. Right? You're already not doing it, and I'm going to stand here or stand across from you and go, well, you should. It would be much, much better for you if you did it this way. And you want to go, how the hell can you know that? Right? Regardless of what you think you know, how do you think you know what would be better for someone else to do? And even if you are you doing it everywhere in your life? Everywhere, 100%? 100%. You know, I think my son should do his homework. It's a fair assumption, right? He should do his homework. Everybody here will get to agree and help me here, Lamont. Right? Can everybody tell Lamont he should do his homework? Right? And until I am ready and willing and completely doing 100% of my homework, how can I tell Lamont he should do his? Right? I'm standing up here today, and I went to the workshop, and I'm going to talk to you about loving what is, and I did some work on it, and I went to a whole weekend retreat, and I've been reading about it, and did I finish this book before I started this talk today? No. Have I read it cover to cover? No. So have I done my homework? Can I be that honest and go that I think someone else should do, should be turned back on me? That I should look at it for myself and go, what should Ken be doing at this moment? What should Ken be feeling and understanding and knowing? What will give me peace? I want peace in the worst way. When I am in the shoulds of what this church should look like, of what my life should look like, of what my family should look like in his life, I am not at peace because I am fighting reality. I'm fighting what is, right? And reality, according to Byron Katie, and I'm starting to grasp this and understand it, is what our word for God is. Reality. Get this. If God equals reality, that's our first principle, right? One power and one presence. If there's only one power and one presence, God equals reality. And you may ask, wait, how is that? How is that? Well, our first principle is that there is only one power and one presence active and working in the universe and in our lives, God. Right? Everybody always says God the good. But for me, that just brings up duality. Like, if there's only one power and one presence, it's God. It's spirit. It's reality. So, war is God. Disease is God. Fighting is God. Decay is God. Poverty is God. Huh? Death is God. We're talking radical acceptance here, folks. But look at our lives. If we keep going in the way we've been going, we'll end up where we were headed. They should do it differently. They should behave differently. There shouldn't be war. And we are at war with reality. We are fighting what is instead of loving what is. We will never, ever solve a problem at the level on which we created it. Albert Einstein. We will never, ever solve a problem at the level on which we're creating it. So, how do we do this? How do we shift from where we've always been headed since we were 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 till we're now whatever it is we are? Keep doing the same thing over and over again and still getting the same result. Thinking, well, we're supposed to struggle. Life is supposed to be hard. Life is tough and then you die. We keep heading in the same direction and keep believing the same BS. The same BS over and over again. We will end up where we always were. And I'm tired of it. I'm exhausted by my own mind. I don't know about you, but I am just tired of worrying about what we should be doing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. I am just so tired of worrying about what you should be doing. Right? And that's the minister's trap. Right? Oh, it's my job to be concerned about what all my congregants are doing and thinking. Well, that's my BS. That's my internal BS. And I'm really ready to let it go because it is not giving me peace. I am not living an example of peace whenever I am concerned with whatever anyone else is doing. Yeah, and someone always asks me, in whatever class I'm teaching, whatever Sunday I'm given, somebody goes, oh, I get it, I get it. We are all one with the one. We're divinely made. But how do you do it? How do you get it from a little concept here, and how do you really apply this in your life? How does it work on a daily basis when you're living in that? Well, the light should go on. The traffic should flow. Traffic should flow. Anybody believe that? There shouldn't be a traffic jam as we head home. There shouldn't. Everybody else should get off the road and know that I'm more important than them. Byron Katie has a simple solution. But it's called the work because it's simple. It's really, really simple. But it's not easy. It's judge your neighbor. Judge your neighbor. Go ahead. Judge them. Write it down. Ask 4 questions and turn it around. Judge your neighbor. Write it down. Ask 4 questions and turn it around. It's really cute. It's really easy to remember. So we're going to practice a little bit today, right? We're going to practice. We get to be judgmental. Everybody in? Everybody ready to be non-unity? Everybody ready to unleash that inner critic? That one who loves to tell other people what they should do? Okay? Yeah, okay. So I want you all to think of somebody that should be nice to. Right? Everybody got somebody in their life that should be nice to them and isn't? And if you don't, I have a whole list. Raise your hand. I'll gladly give you one of mine. Right? Everybody has someone, if you don't raise your hand, you have someone that should be nice to you. Okay? Is there ever someone in your life, dig to your past, Bill, that should have been nice to you and wasn't? Ever in your whole life?
They've been forgiven.
Got it. Right, but they should have been nice to you. Can you be in that moment for this exercise? Okay? Everybody else okay? So they should have been nice to you. So-and-so was mean to you. Right? Is that true? Is that true? Just a simple yes or no. Is that true? You can nod your heads. Is that true? They should have been nice to you. Take a deep breath. Is it absolutely true? Is it absolutely sure? Are you 100% positive that they should have been nice to you? Right? Did you get me with that? You can write this down. You can write down their names all over. This is judge your neighbor time. They should have been nice to me. Is that absolutely true? Now here's the fun part. If you answered no, it's not absolutely true, great. There's a crack in that door of yours that you can see through, that someone else has their own story and their own BS, their own belief system that they're operating from. But even if the answer is yes, they should have been nice to me, goddammit. Right? After all I've done for them, they should have been nice to me.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with that. Now, what do you behave like What do you feel like? What goes on with you? How do you react when you believe the thought, they should have been nice to me? What happens in your body? Call it out. Tightness, tension. How do you behave?
Angry.
Angry. What else?
Avoidant.
Avoidance. You avoid them.
Revenge.
Oh, you get even. I love the honesty. Because we're spiritual here. We don't do those things, right? So our revenge may look like karma will get them. Right? As we seethe underneath, they're going to get what they sow. Right? Because we're too spiritual. So what we do is we go out to brunch and gossip. We're too spiritual around here to admit that we have this resentment against that other person or don't like what they did because they should be nice to me, that we get on the phone and say, can you believe what Reverend Ken did? Can you believe what that person did? But listen to what you feel like when you believe that thought. Tight, tense, uncomfortable, seeking revenge, angry, depressed, unhappy, small, powerless. So can you think of one good, stress-free, peace-providing reason to keep that belief? One. What is it?
Some people feel self-righteous and they gloat and feel superior, and then that makes them feel good.
Right. And so it feels better? You think it feels better to feel superior?
Sometimes, some people, yeah.
But what about you? That's still...
Me too.
Okay, so you. All right, so you're going to be real spiritual with this here, right? So you feel better when you feel superior.
Sometimes.
Right, and what does that make you feel like? You feel superior to those other people. And what does that do to you?
You know what? I want to get off the hot
Good, good. Because what does that do? Does it isolate us or bring us in contact with somebody else?
Isolate.
So, and is that position stress-free? So, in my case, as the minister, sorry, what's your name again?
Elizabeth.
Hi, Elizabeth. Thanks for playing. Can we get our door prize? So when I get in that, I've got the spiritual answer. I'm the minister. I went to ministerial school. I know this. It separates me from real life. It keeps me from having to go, oh, that's me. That's me doing that. I'm the one not doing my homework. I'm the one not being nice. Oh. And I feel separated and isolated and alone. So can you think of one stress-free reason to keep the belief system, the thought, the belief that they should be nice to me? Or this one. What does it feel like when you release that belief? Now, hear this clearly. You're not asked to drop the thought, the belief. You're not asked to give it up, because that's impossible. The thought happens. They should be nice to me. But what if you just drop the belief that they should? Right? The thought may come. But what troubles us is the belief they should be nice to me. So you may think they should be nice to me. But if you can know, that's not true. I can drop the belief they should be nice to me. What does it feel like if you can drop the belief they should be nice to me?
Free.
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 Gives you the opportunity to have another belief to replace it.
So there's an opportunity for something else to come in, to have another experience. We may actually change where we're going, right?
Not necessarily on a high level,
But it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity. So free. What does it feel like when you don't have the thought, they, or the belief? When you don't have the belief, they should be nice to me.
Peaceful.
Peaceful.
You breathe. Yeah, calm.
Breathing, calm.
It also gives you the opportunity to get to know them.
Oh!
Person.
Oh, there's an opening then. The wall comes down. The wall that keeps me from you. Right? Lamont and I had an interaction this summer of miscommunication, right? And we each could have lived in, well, he should have, and this all happened on email, right, and on text. And it was just that, a miscommunication on text, on email, misunderstanding. And we had a choice, both of us in that moment, to believe that the other should have done it differently. Right? And I am so glad that we both realized, oh, that's just a BS. That's just BS because it is what it is. And now I'm at the place that I want peace so radically that I am willing to stand before you and say, I don't know how this all works, but I want peace more than I want pain. I don't know how you're supposed to be. I don't know how this community is supposed to exist, but I want peace more than I want to be right.
That's right.
I want peace more than I want to be the authority. I want peace more than I want to be the parent.
Yeah.
I want peace for myself, not for them. I don't care if they're right or wrong. I don't care if they should or shouldn't. I want peace for me. For me. And let peace begin with me. So the turnarounds. Judge your neighbor. Ask 4 questions. Judge your neighbor. Write it down. Ask 4 questions and turn it around. The turnaround is, I should be nice to them. I should be nice to them. You should be nice to that person. Or you can turn it around. You know what? They should be mean to me. Take a deep breath. Have you done anything that would deserve them treating you badly? Let's be honest, I have. I have made so many mistakes in my life, and in this moment, I am constantly making them. Yeah, if I had your belief system, I'd be mean to me too. How about this one? I should be nice to me.
Amen.
I should be nice to me. So we don't use this work, and we do not use this work as a way to beat ourselves up, but to look at, where are all the places in my life I'm not nice to me? Where do I burn the candle at both ends and not get a good night's sleep? Where do I choose to eat the cake rather than going to the gym? Where do I beat myself up for eating the cookie? Where am I not nice to me? So how can I be mad at them for not being nice to me when I'm the one who's the hardest on me in the first place? Is there any place in your life where you're not nice to you? But you want them to be nice to you 100% of the time, right? When you're not willing to do it even for yourself or to them. This is good news, folks, because it's not them. You get it? The world will spin and everything will happen, and it's only inside of us where we get to choose pain or peace. This is the work. This is the best tool I have discovered in a long time to getting beyond an affirmation to a reality. Loving what is. You know, one of my favorite teachers in school, Robert Brummett, has taught ministers at Unity Seminary for the last 20 years, written several books. Many of you probably know his work, even if you don't know him. And one of his latest books he wrote, saying an affirmation without doing the inner work, without questioning your own story, your own belief system, is like putting icing on stale bread and calling it cake. So what we do when we plaster over, oh, it's all good. They're a child of God, I'm a child of God, it's all good. And we don't look at our own internal belief systems that are making us unpeaceful, that are making us live in pain, in disease, in turmoil. Loving what is a radical choice to step into, this is in my head. And I can change it right there, right where it starts, in my own belief system. And it's a simple process. I invite each and every one of you to join with me today and over the next 3 weeks as we do the Judge Your Neighbor worksheet. Judge your neighbor, write it down, ask 4 questions, and turn it around. There's a whole worksheet process. And the salons for the next 3 weeks are going to be about us all working together to sort out and to take out by the root all the BS that is keeping us from living a joyful, peaceful, prosperous, happy, and fulfilled life. And when each and every one of us is living from that healthy place, Unity San Francisco will take care of itself. There'll be no question about what is our identity. But the question will be is, how do we fit all the people in here? Right? Healthy congregations begin with us. Peace on the planet begins with us. Peace, joy, love, abundance is all yours. When you're willing to let go of your story, to question your belief system, and step into radical loving what is. Let's take this to our time of meditation. Crack open this wall of resistance, this identity of knowing. So that we may experience the truth. Experience what is. Experience reality. All of God. Alpha and the Omega, the yin and the yang, the light and the dark. We can stop calling anything good or bad and embrace it. What is that one thing right now that's calling to you that says, no, I will not. They will not accept. They will not own that. They will not allow that. When you stop resisting what is, when you put down the guard, when you release, open your hands and let go. You take this moment, this precious moment, to love what is. Here I am. Use me. Use me. So that I may be transformed. So that I may be changed at core. So I may know the truth. It can finally set me free. Free to love. Free to breathe. Free to be at peace. Know the truth. Know peace. Know life. In this moment, in this breath, in this silence, we are one.